on today's Political Dugout's Dinner and Debate.
But you've bought into the whole way he looks and the way his passion and all of that. But look at how he votes. This is a bad president.
Do you remember a time, a homemade apple pie, big cars and baseball? You know, when we used to work together. This man hasn't lost sight of that dream. 35-year political veteran Jim Dantona is on a mission with Political Dugout's Dinner and Debate. Because no matter what side you're on, one thing always brings people together. No, not that. Food. We're serving up politics and cannoli to the winning debate. And me? I'm just here for the dessert. Last time on Political Dugout, Matt Gonzalez and Jim Dantona sparred off debating the effectiveness of third-party candidates and the country's myopia of the two-party system.
Okay.
So, and I completely understand and agree with you, by the way. This is a democracy. I mean, you've got European countries that have 15 different parties.
All right, now siding against
Wait,
me. I'm not
but
so
wait,
sure
I've
about
got a
this
second
one
question
here. Wait
here.
a minute.
You've got some European countries that have 15 different parties, because for me it's insane to squeeze two paradigms and philosophies into two different parties. I mean, life is a little bit more layered than that, but however, so that's what we deal with here in America. Second question is, why is it then that the independent party, Green Party, independent party cannot mobilize?
I think it's a really important question. I think for whatever reason, people, and I think you started to make this point, Jim, they vote for winners. They like to be in crowds. And, you know, I think that it's a issue of mass psychology more than anything. People are willing to vote against their own interests because they buy into this notion that the game is over here and looking over here is a waste of time. I don't feel that way. I'm very comfortable walking out of the voting booth voting for someone that I know is going to get less than 1% of the vote. What I'm not going to do, and I'm too old to behave any differently, I'm not going to vote for somebody I don't want to win.
Right.
That's it. And someone who has already betrayed my trust does not get my vote. It's not going to happen. I'm too old for that.
Yeah, I was going to say, well, that.
I think
So my question, I sort of feel that though there is a, there are some considerations we have to make. I mean, we have some very trying times right now with the economy, and you know, what are we going to do with budget cuts, or not budget cuts, and what we're going to make. You know, I even discussed, you know, that's all people talk about. Well, if we're going to put this program in, what kind of tax are we going to add here? And that's not necessarily how you solve the problem. But the reality is, right now, especially in this upcoming race, and I am going to vote for President Obama for a number of reasons, but not the least of which is I believe that we're at such a crossroad right now that although I did not agree with the bank bailout, I did not agree with the Wall Street bailout, I do believe that at this particular point, Obama, at this point in history, is the best man to hopefully get us out of the mess that we're in right now economically. Is there somebody else out there who's more brilliant who could do it? Probably so.
If he spoke like G.W. Bush, meaning not very eloquently, you wouldn't vote for him. You wouldn't believe in him. But you've bought into the whole way he looks and the way his passion and all of that. But look at how he votes. This is a bad president. And I think history is not going to be very good to him.
I like Bush's strategery.
I think they're very similar, frankly.
But I do have to say that, and I know she's looking at the clock now, but the fact of the matter is, we said this in the last debate we were in, you know, I oppose the war in Vietnam. I oppose the fact that we even went to Iraq. I don't like seeing young men going and dying in causes that have nothing to do with our own protection of our country. I think we went to Afghanistan at a time when there was supposedly a reason to do it. I think we should have been out of there well before now.
Look, like, take the banks. You want to bail the banks out and make them pay for the bailout? Okay. I disagree, but okay. But then tell me where the banking regulations are so we can't do this again.
Well, I agree with
Tell
that.
me where the legislation is that says we're going to put a moratorium on foreclosures. Forget about it. This variable interest rate was a consumer fraud to begin with. We're going to outlaw it. Or where's, you know what I mean? Where is, like, when you've got the BP oil spill, where's the president to come forward and say, let's change the definition of a corporation?
difference between the two. So I'm going to vote Matt the winner. Okay?
Only if we can
Okay.
share.
Congratulations, Matt. By the way, he's not only a great debater, and here on Political Dugout, we're not just about the counterpoints. We did some digging. So how else does this former Nader VP choice / civil rights lawyer / assistant public defender / community activist make a living? Very artfully. I gotta show you something because this is the only politician, although I don't know if I can
He's a
call you a
non-politician
politician. Non-politician I know
Okay.
that is a bona fide artist, true artist.
Okay.
So we need to show some of his
Well,
collage work.
I understand
Did you
a
know?
collage artist, and I was reading up on him last night, and unfortunately at my age, Matt.
Don't believe everything you read.
Well, no. He was very, very good. It was very flattering, except that without
Precisely.
my glasses, I believed that I read college artist as opposed to a collage artist.
No, a bona fide collage artist in many museums.
Mm-hmm.
You've had many gallery opens. I was hoping maybe I could show some of your work.
Sure,
Oh, looky
yeah.
here. I actually have some.
There you go.
Looky
Let's
there.
have that.
There we
Is
go.
he giving away one of these?
You come to San
He
Francisco, I'll
actually
give you
gives
one.
them.
Don't worry.
No,
I'll
get
give you
this.
one.
He gives them away so much. I don't see how he makes any money off of them. And I mean, these
Well,
are
you know,
really nice pieces.
here's the thing. I
Let's take a look at
started
it while you're
making
talking.
art and painting and doing collage work to learn more about art. Because, it's like anything. If you try to record music or make music, you're a better listener. And,
That's amazing.
yeah.
Here we go.
All
So
right,
that's
well,
one
there
of
we
them.
go.
So tell us about this piece that we're looking at here.
I like it. I think it holds up. I wish I still had it. That sort of
Now,
crescent.
where is it?
The crescent on the right
Yeah.
is a bus transfer. Yeah.
There's the man at work.
That's
right
in my
there.
living room
There you go.
working.
Look at that box of stuff you got there.
That's a wine
treasure
box. That's a wine box with stuff in it.
that I found.
Well, you know
I'd
what?
love
That's
to
not
buy-
mine. That's not
What?
mine.
Oh, snap.
That is
I'm sorry.
one of my my favorite collage artists that I have as a role model, a man named Kurt Schwitters, who died right around World War II.
Your name was on it. So
Well, it's
not on-
because I gave a talk at an exhibition in Berkeley. That's
And I
why.
will say that it's one of my
But
favorites.
But I'm flattered. I'm flattered.
Simply because of the number 23 on there, Ryan Sandberg, Chicago Cubs.
there you
But
go.
of course, they go back to baseball.
Beautiful
From
there.
England or Germany or something.
And
Wow.
you say you liked it because 23 is.
Is a gentleman by the name of Ryan Sandberg, great Chicago Cubs second baseman, and I see 23, and that's who it reminds me of.
Good.
And I'm kind of hoping now Matt might go back to San Francisco and say, I met Dantona, not a bad guy, but we differ on a few things, and I'm going to do a collage with number 10, who was my favorite baseball player, Ron Santo, who's passed away, who was the reason I even got a shot with the Cubbies. So.
Well, speaking of art, we
Oh,
have
yeah, here we
artisan
go.
ice cream.
Perfect.
Now, we are here at Malbec in Toluca Lake, and for the past couple of months, they've been allowing us to use their space, and I just want to say thank you so much. The food here is incredible, all Argentinian. We appreciate you joining us. Be sure to subscribe to our channel. All you have to do is click the little subscribe button right there. Do you see it? Like right there, just hit. Why don't they ever do it? Why do they just stare at me? Why can't they just
You
hit
gotta
the
go to that
subscribe
button right above her head. Make sure you push that button and subscribe.
For more of today's featured dessert, debate, and recipes, go to politicaldugout.com. On the next episode of Political Dugout's Dinner and Debate.
That's not true. The insurance that is actually given to most Walmart people are insurances they pay for themselves. So Walmart, in fact, is giving them nothing.
Walmart has 2 million employees. Think of that number, 2 million employees. Happy employees that are glad they have a job at Walmart.
Stay tuned and subscribe to our YouTube channel by clicking right here and automatically be entered to win a gourmet dinner for two. But it's BYOD. That's bring your own debate.